Today we're going to be painting Patrick from SpongeBob. These are the colors that you'll be needing. A lot of light pink, some dark pink, purple, yellow, green, white, a hair dryer, a black marker, some paper, and your fingers. Don't forget, share your paintings with me using the hashtag in the bio to be featured as the artist of the week. Let's begin. Dipping into this bright pink, we are going to start by making Patrick's arms. Taking our finger, we're just going to pull it in towards the center. And we're gonna make these a little bit triangular because Patrick's arms are a little triangular since he is a starfish. PatrickStar, and we're going to do the other one going in the opposite direction. So we've got two bright pink arms. Now the cool thing about PatrickStar is he has these hot corally pink outlines. So this is what we're doing right now, and then we're going to add our light pink that's really going to make it stand out and look three-dimensional. But now we got to do his head. So coming up here a bit above the top of the arms, about an inch or two, we're gonna actually make another triangle down, and we're actually going to make this in the shape of a teardrop because PatrickStar's body is a little bit rotund. That means very round, and he's got a little bit of a belly. So he is going to have kind of a teardrop shape, and the top of his head is a little bit off kilter like that. Almost like the tip of the star is a little bit broken or moving. I don't know what his character designers were thinking of when they designed him, but he definitely has a very distinct look that many people know and love. I actually saw the other day that in some countries, like Korea, his body he's known as like the fat man or something instead of PatrickStar, which I think is a little shame. He's got such a cool personality and name in the English version. Okay, so we're gonna color that in a bit, and that is kind of going to be where his pants, his shorts lie. And we're gonna go down and we're gonna actually do two little swipes coming up like so. And we're gonna make these a little bit triangular. Those are gonna be his legs, his little star legs. Like little triangles almost. Now we're gonna go into this light pink, and we are going to leave a gap around the outside. Make sure that we don't color the thing in fully, but we're going to kind of fill this in a little bit. I'm not going to go super heavy because we want this to dry so that we can do our black lines over top with our marker. But I'm just kind of filling in there as we go. Just take our finger and color inside the lines that we've already made. And we're going to leave a space here. Make sure that we leave a visible line because that's where his arm line is. So we're gonna go in, and I'm gonna leave a blank space here because this is where his eyes are gonna be. And going in here, we are going to go straight over this edge because that is going to be, this arm is behind the body, so we would not see it come in like we would on this side. So we're filling in those colors with our light pink. Now you can use a more corally pink, but this is what I have on hand. If you want to mix a little bit more orange, we're just trying to do something simple that definitely looks like Patrick in honor of PatrickStar. And to make this video, we're just trying to keep this short. But feel free to play with the colors and make them look a little bit more like you want. That's part of the fun of painting, is mixing colors. So we're filling in, and we're gonna fill in a little bit of his leg right there. Then we're gonna get a little bit of his other leg. And if it looks a little bit streaky, that is fine. We are finger painting. That's part of the fun of painting, is when it looks a little bit streaky and maybe a little bit more painterly. That's what they like to call it. We're going to make his mouth. So for his mouth, we're gonna go straight down. I'm actually gonna mix a little bit of this purple in with this hot pink to create this darker color. So we're gonna go straight down and we're gonna go straight across because he's got a very big, happy mouth, and I'm gonna kind of just go like that because this is going to be his tongue. We gotta leave room for his tongue, and we're going to outline that later on. Let me go in and do his white eyeballs while I am thinking about them and give them a chance to dry so that we can come back in later with our black marker. Using our finger, I'm gonna load up my finger quite well, make sure it's nice and round, and I'm going to do 2 dots, 2 oval shapes. I'm just kind of pressing down with my finger, making sure that I don't have peaks, that it's blended. Okay, and I'm gonna do another one kind of overlapping the other one, like so. Okay, so there we have Patrick's eyes. I'm gonna take this down a little bit so that they're a little bit more even. Okay, so we have 2 ovals for his eyes. We've got an area where his mouth is going to be, and now we're going to jump into his shorts. Now, if you have a lime green, feel free to use your lime green. I'm going to actually make my own lime green using some bright green and yellow to make a very lemony, limey green. This is part of the fun of painting, is mixing your own colors and also getting to play with seeing what other colors exist, and maybe you want to use ones that already are the colors that you want to use. So we're just going to make his shorts. Going across, doing his belly, going across his belly, making kind of a belt shape. All right, and we're going to carry it down a little bit, finishing this teardrop shape that is his body, and we're gonna do some shorts, and shorts are just gonna be one boop of the finger, kind of like we did with the eyes. We're just gonna go straight across with your finger, and that is going to be the shorts. I'm gonna actually do one more overlapping because we want the front shorts, the front of the shorts, to be on top, because that's what would happen when we layered. Okay, so we have Patrick's shorts now, but his shorts have these really cool Hawaiian flowers on them, so we need to make those. So I'm taking a little bit of purple on my cleaned off finger, and he's got a little bit of a flower on the edge, so I'm just going to dot with the purple, making sure that I clean my fingers off in between. And we're gonna do another dot there. Pull those together because that's going to be one flower. Okay, and he's got another one right over here. So I'm going to do kind of a dot and pull, just more of a dot. Dot in some flowers and do another one right here. So there we go. We have 2 flowers and we have our Patrick. Overall, I'm going to clean off my finger here, and I'm going to go in with this purpley pink color, and I'm just going to carry a little bit down because that's where the tongue is. I have a little bit of paint on my finger that I didn't want. Okay, so this is where his tongue is. I'm kind of just coloring in where his tongue will be, what it will look like. All right, and now I'm going to go in and do a little bit of the dots, the details of Patrick. I'm gonna take a pencil. I just have a pencil tip, and I'm going to just take a pencil, and using the tip of a pencil, I'm going to put on a couple of dots because Patrick the Star has a couple of dots on his body. He's got one on that arm. He's got one on this arm. I am using a photo reference, but if you know Patrick well, you know, make your own. Also, it's art. You can use your creative license and you don't have to make yours look exactly like mine or exactly like Patrick. That's part of the fun of art. So we've got a start of Patrick. I'm gonna actually do one on his feet too. Right there. Okay, he's got one on that foot. Now I'm gonna take my hair dryer and I'm gonna dry him up so that I can put on my finishing touches. All right, coming back, I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to start doing the details on Patrick. First off, he's got these eyebrows that look like equal signs above his eyes. So we're gonna put those in on both sides. I'm gonna do a couple. He's got, it's more than an equal sign, but maybe like 3 lines or so, but they look kind of like equal signs there. And then we're going to draw a line around his eyeball so that each of his eyes are distinct. That's why we want to have a nice dry paint. Okay, so we have Patrick's eyes. This could have been a little bit more dry, but that's all right. We're gonna fill it in. He's got some dots, some oval dots in the middle of his face, like so. And now we have Patrick's mouth. So we're gonna kind of do a curve up. And then we're gonna curve down right underneath where we did the tongue. And we're gonna carry it over just a bit. Feel free to make your line a little thick. Patrick is a thick boy. All right, we're gonna top this off with a little happy smile right there. And then we're going to carry this down to finish the outline of his mouth. And now we're gonna go into his shorts because that's the other area that is really lined in the image of Patrick. So we're gonna do one leg of his shorts and carry it over. And we're gonna do the other leg, which is going to actually carry down like so, and do the bottom of the pant leg like that. And now this part is going to go the whole way over because this leg is behind. Make sure that my marker doesn't get too much paint on it because then it's not going to want to put out our black color. All right, so we've got the bottom of that short and we're gonna do the side of the short and we're gonna go across the top to define his shorts. And he's got kind of like a little belt for his shorts. So I'm just gonna kind of draw that on, draw another parallel line, another line right below that one. Okay, and now we're going to do Patrick's belly button because that's the other really distinctive thing about Patrick is he's got this really pronounced belly button that shows off his big old belly. So what we are going to do is kind of make a U, a big wide U, and then we're going to kind of make a little C inside of the U. And there you have it, ta-da! There is Patrick. Patrick from SpongeBob. We have finished our Patrick. What do you guys think? I hope that you enjoyed making this painting with me. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see your versions of Patrick. And until next time, whoop, whoop, whoop. Lots of love.